Hello there, welcome back to the channel. Got a 2 versus 2 game here. It's got John the Late here in the purple playing the Black Sun. He's teaming up with Red 5245, kind of a newer player, I believe. Probably the weakest player here, so it's kind of the strongest with the weakest here. And it's none other than Attack or Die here in the green with the Geonosians, and then we've got Lucky Ashman here in the teal at the side with the Wikis. And I didn't mention he's in Confederacy here for Red, who's yellow. Red, who's yellow. But yeah, Red 5245 here. So see how they get on against Ashman, Lucky Ashman, Attack or Die. Those two quite good pals, I would believe. So expect to see some good teamwork out of them. I mean, combined, they've probably got like 40 years of GPG experience. So very old players. So should expect to see some good gameplay out of them in this 2v2 setting, you know, different from the 3v3s, the 4v4s. See them working together, maybe doing different units and having some synergy, because I'll need to leverage that against John, who's probably a lot more mechanically stronger than the two of them, and especially when it comes to like the late game. And probably John's best chance really to go into the late game and make sure that Red stays alive and he's some sort of differential for him to lean on. And maybe can get a much more superior economy to attack or Lucky Ashman and win that way through attrition. Funny blurgs to put in the nursery here, two wild ones, but this map is it's blurg country, isn't it? That's what it's called, or should be called. It's full of blurgs. You can't stop here. It's blurg country. I'd love to see players just leverage all because it's just so much free food in the center. Like, look how many there are. Each one's 340 food. Super worth it if you can protect your workers or wall them in or something like that. Get all that food, man. Lure all the blurgs, man. Lure 10 of them and just have them all rotting around the command center. That's peak GBG gameplay right there. So yeah, speed it up to get out of T1, man, because it's probably going to be a longer game. John's in it, man. And John and Attack facing one another. I just can smell the shielded walls just being built between these cliffs. The early trade started. All end in late game ACs or something, who knows. I mean, one thing that you could be doing is big mounties, maybe. If you could overwhelm one player with the mounted troopers, then go to the other. Could work quite well in a 2v2 when you're maybe a bit more mechanically sounded. Okay, as we get harassed by that Gukthar thing. Plenty of food in this map. Look at all those blurgs getting consumed. Even the desert blurgs getting eaten by Red here. Don't look too bad, sort of a bit walling over here. It's carbon up though. These guys maybe doing a little bit longer distance than the stragglers. Few idols there. Then we'll see how he fares against Ashman. Typically, I see the base games out of Ashman when he knows his opponent's not as strong as him as the game. It just seems to be like he becomes like inter plus plus bullier of the weaker player. Rookie basher. He's already got the troop center going. He's got he's even going in. Like he's like god tier player. Like look at him. He's over getting all these extra blurgs. He's gonna rush to make sure his workers are safe at the blurgs, you know? He'd never do this in a 4v4 around his peers, man. Do one mounted trooper and then nearly die and then be AFK for the rest of the game. But here he's going to be the greatest gamer I've ever seen. I just know it. Attack got some big wall off there. Actually pretty good. Tree spawns for him. These carbon rocks, right? It's nice. That's comfy, man. Look at that ore Nova right at the back. Both his ores at the back, man. Has he been sending RVA money or something? Look at this map generation for him. All this fine places to place farms. Whereas John's base just seems a little bit ugh. Maybe not too bad if he didn't do this sort of second wall, maybe. Get a little bit more space. Then he's got an ugly hill here as well. Nearly griefing himself with his prefab. Unless it's intentional, he's planning to do some rolling with his workers in case he's mounted. Night Sister Temple, that's probably a good idea with Black Sun. Maybe you can grab up all these holocrons with the Night Sisters. They're a lot cheaper. Everyone on the T3 and stuff. We did see that troop center, but where's the he's just got it. Just got it in preparation. In case he gets rushed or something. Or he needs to protect his workers over here, but he's tucked into 3 blurgs. That's a lot of extra food that he's getting. Power up his T3. That's a suspicious amount of workers for Geonosian to have on ore. I'll get to see my favourite unit. Seeker of Worker Blood. Let's see, Red's he's just a bit, he's quite new. He's not quite balancing his economy optimally there, having a 16-minute T2. So kind of fortunate for him that Lucky Ashman's not rushing him from that troop centre. And give him a lot more time to just get a few more workers out, scale up his economy a bit more, have more options to deal with the coming tech level 3 units, and that'll be John and attack both to T3. Let's like attack maybe first there. 1650, 1717, so a little bit of a lead, which is nice to have as a Geonosian player, but I'm not seeing a fortress being built. And here, normally what you probably should just do is just buy that last 100 ore and build it. It's all about basically how quick can you get them out. Like every few seconds you can get them out quicker. It could be like exponential amounts of damage, just because of like how volatile they are with workers. Like they basically one-shot them. Got 550. I can only assume it must be a fortress. Yeah, he's could have just done this a lot quicker. He's got all this food to play with and all this Nova. It's not really a big deal to just buy that 100 because the reward you could get is just so big. There's a one air base for John here. And for air transport. See, I think there could be a Geonosian hitting him right now while he's midway building an air transport, and that would be devastating for him. It would be you must build a turret right now. And he's kind of broke at the moment as well, because he's got his own fortress coming. That's an interesting one to go for with Black Sun. Maybe feels compelled to just have it to protect himself. Unless he plans to do something from the fortress, or just play around Night Sisters potentially. So there's an upgrade in there, but I think it is a little bit pricey, right? Good Nova? I think he's just queued it up actually. Huntress training. I'm gonna try dropping these. Tag has the perfect like counter already, those Geonosians. Like this might not be the smartest thing to do against Geonosians, but it will rely on attack to just realize to make the bounty hunter here, because he should outrange these guys by 1, and it's about 3 shots to kill them, I believe. What? Could that reach him there? I don't know. Attack's just been a little bit timid there. He gets some kills. There's no fighter out. Like John's caught here. 2 Geos, man. If he kills the fighter when it pops out, it's a bad time. Oh, John's looking. Oh! Oh no. Yeah, that's a bad time. That is a bad time. What's it like on the other side? They've been dropped. They've gotten some worker kills. Axe not a little bit concerned with that. He needs to micro. That's gonna die. Let's get it. Bounty Hunter's out though. They shut down that command center. And it looks like he's just moving across the Lucky Ashman. I mean, seeing the fortress and Bounty Hunter popping out there, it's kind of like the hard counter, isn't it? Like the hardest counter there is for it. Early T3. Ashman, again, munching all these blurgs. Getting so much extra food. Basically carbon free, it's like tax free food, man. These guys, they should do quite a lot of damage with that upgrade, right? Oh, yeah. They take no damage from the air. Be like the bounty hunters or strike max or something like that. Need a lot of fighters to kill these off. All this was lacking was a couple of medics or something. Heal them up. Be quite a potent raid as well if I had an AA mobile with it. Be a nice evolution. This transport managing to sneak all the way back around the edge of the map, so you can maybe use that for other things. I don't think he's really picked up any holocrons though, which is a little bit of a shame. I'll see only one though. They all just seem to be scattered throughout the centre, so maybe remember that if you end up playing on this map, that they just seem to have a potential bias to be in these cliffs. It could just be that they've just only spawned on this one like that. Lucky Ashman losing quite a lot of workers to these raids. The classic Ashman Trooper recruit popping out here. And that's one managed to get a holocron for him. It's a long distance blurgging. Still probably worth though. An attack, booming up a little bit here. Building up some vision for John here in red. He's been pretty quiet, but he's getting on with things. I don't know how long this guy's been. He's built this carbon processor, now he's building this CC. Next he'll be building a monument. The rate he's going. OMD's he's been pretty good. He's not had any real pressure sent his way since John's kind of interrupted Lucky Ashman and kept him down a little bit here. But we'll see where it goes. I think attack should really be just taking advantage of this opportunity to just hyper boom here. And maybe just keep... Oh, that's interesting. It's maybe not good though. Whoa. It's really not going to be good into those. That's a lot early, eh? John's going to be quite creative this game. Playing around these units and the Black Sun Fortress units. They actually do quite well together. I was going to see this. I would just drop on top of these units, man. Always going to get the power core. Look at the damage of them. They're really expensive though. They can be moved around quite well with the transport. That kind of takes... Like, their biggest drawback is how slow they are, right? They're struggling here. Don't want these pummels getting into the base though. This would have been like super good from attack if this was just an air opener, but he's kind of misread things. Because I think even if John just stayed on the Night Sister Hunters, they'd probably kill these off quite well as well. And we've got Ashman here, got some Berserkers out his own fortress. That's 3 fortresses already for these guys. Unique unit gaming today. What happened to the spaceport, man? It's just gone. I thought the bundles would die quicker at these. Still kind of got a bit of damage, but it's not great. Ooh, it's interesting. I don't think they're going to do very well though. These are going to melt. Look at them. Damn. Just damn, man. Berserker, not good unit here. Like, it has a place in the game, but like it's... How did you lose this command center? What is going on? Lucky Ashman's getting tons of kills here. It's turning out a little bit of a catastrophe here for John. Like, he survives the Berserkers, but the fighters are just going absolutely ham. These guys do work well together. Like, John's leading in every metric here, including units lost, buildings lost, like... Red's just... He's chilling over here. He's contained by this fortress. As I said, he's a newer player, trying to get into things. But he might need to do something to distract Lucky Ashman. Give John a little bit of a breather here, because... It's a little bit of a bad time. This is 2 holocrons, though, which will help him bounce back into the game a bit. How much is attack booming at home? Looking like a lot of farms here, a lot of CCs. It's looking quite strong. He just... I mean, John's hoarding the carbon, but I bet attack is as well. It usually is. He's got so much money. It's a lot of Nova, a lot of carbon. Best thing for attack would be... I could go for another command center, holy. I mean... He's an air, they're both air civs, they could go for T4 air, which is something John should actually be quite concerned about. What I'd maybe like to see is just go T3 mech destroyers here and just, this is a strong core of an economy. It's got 2 mech factories already. But he's just hoarding all that. He's even got like pretty good upgrades. It's those for free, right? In terms of the T3 mech ones, it's like to see him rally out a lot of mech destroyers, a couple of strike mechs or something, and just press John here and keep him from like booming back, because he's just lost a lot of his eco. Like it's nowhere near as impressive as attacks right now. And if you got the stronger economy, that's when you wanna pressure, right? See attack, I wanna fight over red space here. I don't know if is that needed. Got these things marching towards him, man. He needs to get some units out. They will do a bit of damage. And all John really needs to do is, like, you could build like a few more Night Sisters or bring them over, a couple of medics, and they could just support this army and do quite well. Don't know what the mech destroyers for. I think he's really needed. Glad droids and Night Sisters would be a pretty strong push here. It's really anti-air that the army's kind of lacking, right? The lone fighter. And Red's just feeling a little bit contained in this gate here. Extra is looking a bit low. I don't know if they've maybe been walking into the fortress. I guess stuck. Slow march for these units. Cheeky bounty hunter popping out as well. Maybe to just add something to maybe tank some MD shots. Although I feel like these guys can do it quite well. The Night Sister hunters. Yeah, there's the fourth fortress. Fortress Gaming. Is that another Holocron? That's nice. Jump up to 3, I believe. Oh, he's going to be up to 5. What's happened? When's he gotten all these? Well, how can he even lose? I have 5 holos. Where is it? Unless that was the 4th. No, there he is. The 5th holo. It's Thanos. Getting his glove studded with the holocrons. How can it even go wrong at this point? Maybe we should just play on standard, like win conditions. You know, Chung. This player has all the holocrons. Destroy their temple before it ends. Right, we gotta continue this in another one. So pushing at the door, big anti-building damage. Again, these are expensive boys. Good upgrades for them though. They're at like 41 minutes. Time's kind of flown in this game, and everyone's kind of at scale, just a little bit behind that they would be in a normal game, I feel. So it has ended up a little bit chaotic. There's the one A mobile there. I'd like to see some markers just with like shield or something. I think a second fortress would really be a miss here. I mean, with all these holocrons, you can just start buying ore right now while it's cheap. Contain your opponent in if they're not T4, you know? That's still T3. I feel like you could have went T4 a long time. There he goes. Get some cannons out. If he sees anything start propping up from John here. Strongest things for him would be... I don't want to say Mounties against this. I feel like these things have got such a good like splash damage output that they would maybe destroy Mounties. Looks like he's going to build like Night Mothers over here to just keep Red alive in case there's cannons popping out or something. I mean, 5 holocrons, how can it really go wrong? It's just so much free economy. And you're like the stronger, more favoured mechanical player in the game. Like you could do a lot with that. Even in a 4v4, 5 holocrons, man, you just do what you want. I have like boomed with 5 holocrons with like no workers on foot. You just buy your food, mine like 1,000,000 carbon, and then place all your farms and you're good. It's just such a huge Nova income. I mean, he isn't one of the civs though that get out for... get extras on it, but it's already 2.3k Holocron Nova. That's a lot. See some games and that's all they've gotten from like their 1 or 2 holos, you know, over a long period. Won't take that long to just be like 8k Nova. There's a shield generator. But the best army for attack would just be like mass Geonosian MDs, I suppose. Deal with this unit. Lots of lads. Once they got their upgrades, they should do okay against these Night Sister Hunters. Automated processes. Any other grade? No, Huntress Mastery. Food Nova. I'd like to see them in the late game because I think they're pretty good, to be honest. I think they're an awkward unit. I think they kind of get online quick because it's just the one upgrade, right? And then it's like giving you all the different stats. Kind of brain dead to just make Night Sister Hunters and just get that upgrade. The only thing you're getting out of the temple is probably speed. Interestingly tanking for the Glad Droids at the moment, which is quite good against MDs. And there could be a lot more health on these, and attack is maybe just... He's actually just shooting the shield generator, which is not a good look. That's a huge error. John's just trading in for free. Night Mother's popping out here. Help support red, capturing that cannon, converting it. And there are two cannons looking to knock down the fortress. An advanced turret. Rare. A lot of Geos flying around, doing some damage. Are they shielded? Oh, they are shielded. Shielded elite Geonosians. Looks like he's hiding everything. Looks like he's actually lost quite a lot of workers. To catch them. See what the attack kills are on these boys. 9, 11. Oops, 9, 11. 14 kills between them. Big damage there. John not pushing too much right here after winning that trade though. Maybe a little bit worried about macro in his economy because it's looking a bit bare bones, but then again, at the end of the day, you've still got 5 holocrons. Like, is it really that bad? 225 Nova per game minute. More Geonosian aggression here. Definitely gonna need to like get some interceptors or something to deal with these. I'm not even gonna kill this A-mobile, and then these workers are running over here. These workers are lucky, man. Some walling going on. Okay, Ashman lost quite a few buildings and not really pushing too much anymore. Looks like they've got their spaceport set up though, could get some trade going. Geos are just terrorizing the Glad Droids. And that transport. Moving away from those A-mobiles though. Yeah, I think interceptors would probably be the way to go. Use that 6 range. More kills, man. The attack just to... I suppose up to 7. There's advanced turrets now. The attack got a lot of forces out here. Could maybe take a trade now. Still not got those health upgrades for his MDs though. Or that heavy mech destroyer upgrade. There it is now. Still got up to 281 HP. The only thing they're really lacking is that armor upgrade. And Ashman's got kind of the core of the Wookiee army, but he's up to T4, he just needs to get some upgrades for them, get repeaters out, plus damage. Heavy artillery, +2 range. Could be causing a lot of problems over here. Because at the moment, John's actually, he's on the back foot, he's getting pressed here by attack. He's actually got quite a lot of units out, he's just not bringing them all together. And should really be going for the jugular here of John. Trying to pin him back down in his base. Limit his ability to help against Ashman over here. Because Ashman's still got a substantial lead on red if you look at the scores. I mean, just a quick brief look at the economies as well in terms of the scale. Definitely favours Ashman. And then they got their trade started too. See a spaceport here for John to trade to. I don't know if he really needs that right now though, does he? He's found a way to spend all his Nova. Try to take into troops. Only 100 workers at the moment though. This might feel a little bit of a struggle. Unless he's going to go mounted troopers. But you could still use about 30 more workers minimum. Just to feel comfortable to sort of diversify your tech line. Spam food carbon and spam Nova units at the same time. A little bit quiet. Not much action at the moment. Everyone's just distracted with other things, getting upgrades, finishing their ecos, getting their trade started. Attack slowly pushing through the cliffs. A big unit advantage. John's getting a lot of time. He's like setting up turrets, shield generator, power core in a more advantageous position. And here comes Ashman. With some of his upgrades here, not all of them yet. Still missing another 15 health and +3 damage to his repeaters, and then there'll be a really strong unit to spam. Kind of a good matchup, Confederacy Wookiees, in terms of their repeater troopers, because they're both very strong. Some Mounties, but that's maybe not the unit here. Convert some of the artillery, maybe. Very random heavy weapons factory from attack there. Just the odd artillery. Not pushing aside though. So many units, man. And they're all fully upgraded as well. Like, I'm not too sure what he's afraid of here with John. I think at the moment he could actually just trounce him. He could probably like kill all this and then just walk into his base and sit on his farms with how many mech destroyers he's got at 7+7, 281 health. Instead he's making some artillery over here. He's too focused over here. I don't know, he's building all this as well. There's so many units. It's a huge mistake. John's getting all these grenade troopers out and he's getting his trade started, and he needs this time right now. I don't think he's really doing much at the moment to earn it, but Attack's just graciously giving it to him for free. Attack's going to regret not pushing quicker. Enough of these grenade troopers are out, sitting in a shield generator, a few units to tank for them. They could get some huge damage here. Okay, Ashman, put the pressure on. Still not really any changes in those upgrades though. Cannons are out, doing quite a lot of damage. Maybe go for that shield generator. It's getting tougher and tougher for the Night Mothers to walk forward and convert things. Let's see if Ashman manages to find that damage upgrade. That's a good cannon. Oh wow, surprise! Magna Guard's running out here. And these guys only at +1 damage. There's a few bounty hunters though. Not sure what their damage profile is actually against these. I think it's alright. We'll die. I don't know if there's a lot shooting behind the Magnus though. It is double shields. It's a lot of HP. Attack pushing, but again, what has this army been up to? It's been here for like 12 years. Killing the beast that's been attacking the sentry post. Watch John have nothing here and then build an army during all this time that he can now hold it. The attack's pushing into a shield here. And a horrible choke against loads of grenade troopers. And he's maybe just lost his window now. This is a little bit of a tricky situation for Geonosians because they don't have heavy strike back. And their repeaters are not the best, eh? Just one unit that you could spam that beats all this, you know? Ackley's. Ackley's, man. It's always Ackley's. Where are the Ackley's? Every time I have a question with Geonosians, Ackley's is the answer. And I love these second parts of these Glad droids, man, because MDs like counter this first part, and then they go into Black Knight Monty Python mode, and then look at how little damage they take. The tanks are really well. It's an annoying unit. A big grenade shot there, man. And just so many mechs have just died here. And John's just spamming these Glad droids now. Which are just, they're basically just stat checking all these units because there's just not enough of the right things to counter them. Again, 6+1 damage, like, they're getting tickled by the repeaters. And this all made possible by Holocrons, I would say. Up to 7,300 Nova. Oh! But why now? Why when there's nothing behind them? So they're annoying, man. The Night Sister Hunters are not bad there. I would get the trade set up and then it's Ackley's Assault Mechs, let's go. Am I like walking through the universe? Like, why have Ackley's actually just thrown up here? This never happens, man. Can I, like, be heard through time? Am I force sensitive? But they are good, they just need something behind them. I feel like fully upgraded at 188, right? I wonder if these guys have got bonuses against them though. Because they're sort of like a trooper, right? That could be a problem in this matchup, if they've got bonus for their attack against Ackley's. And Ashman's getting overrun here. It's Glad droids, Glad droids. ACs are a great solution as well to Glad droids because they're just slow. Not repeaters, man. Assault mechs. Assault mech Ackley. Strike mechs would be terrible either. You could just have these tanking, but I think these do have a bonus actually. Because they're dying like suspiciously. Like it seems a little bit extra dying. I don't know. I think bear that in mind if I'm whipping out the Ackley's, that maybe Black Sun are not the right one. Because what is it? It's bonus damage against troopers, bounty hunters, and temple units. So I imagine if they've got like the mounted trooper armor profile or something, maybe not so good. Ackley's, man, they're everywhere. And I'm once again seeing them showcased with nothing behind them. Because that's all they really are, an annoying meat shield that moves really quickly. A body to get in the way of things, well, your grenade troopers, your assault mechs, or whatever you've got behind them, just peppers the units. And then when they die, the next ones that are built, they get there so quickly because they're such a fast unit. Like, look at that. You just can have a constant flow of them running in and tanking for you and delaying units. And some units, they actually do quite good damage against as well. And if they've got AoE projectiles, they can do friendly fire hitting them as well. And Ashman continuing his push here. Trying his absolute best, getting a little bit of help from attack here. Since Red's getting bailed out by all these colossal Bladroids. I don't know if I see like a big army from him. I've seen the nice Magna Guard pushes, but I want to get into something with a bit more permeance. Which would be the mech or the repeater troopers with Confederacy. John pushing here. Fact did go up to a good amount of farms, 50 farms. Super popped here at the moment. Just maybe not building the right things against these. I don't know if you need to help the Wookiees with your 45 health repeaters, but they're getting on the trade, eh? Look, they've even got the unupgraded anti-air troopers for style points from the Wookiees here. Look a lot cooler with their one projectile. Just over the one shoulder. Well, that's a good unit as well. I keep forgetting about the Geos. The Geos are nice. But into that push. Geos and Acklys, man. That's the future. Geo, Ackley, and Berserker. These are just got so much bonus against them here. Just gunning them down, I think. These are going to be a little bit vulnerable. See with their friendly fire and stuff? No troopers to guard them. There's the Acklys. There's the time. Get them back out here. Fighting on both fronts here. I'm not sure poor Red knows what to do right now. He probably feels a bit more like a spectator. He's a good amount of Nova and food. What he maybe needs to do is just not worry about things too much and just get into the centre here or something and try and rebuild his economy. The best thing he needs to do for his teammates is to give him a spaceport that he can trade to. And John tries to 2v1 attack and Lucky Ashwin here at the moment. And it does practically have infinite Nova with all those Holocrons in the trade. Attack and Lucky Ashman are working really hard just to whittle him down here with Attrition. They're keeping that pressure on the spaceports down here. Attack's running the units into the base. I don't know what these guys are doing over here, stealing some carbon. But these little pushes still going for some reason. Surprising. Wasn't a lot of units there. It's annoying from Ashman getting on that power core, but the troopers are going. Yeah, I think they've got bonuses against the Mounties. And therefore the Acklys. Are the troopers broken? No, he's missing so many upgrades. He's missing 15 health and some armor. They seem really strong though with that upgrade there. A huge DPS. I wonder how it compares to First Order's ones, because they're the same kind of variety. 60 health glass cannons. Nice. Catching these units with the Acklys. These repeaters got in some good spots, man. I mean, Geo's running in here, catching a few workers, and they die so quickly to these elite Geonosians. It's like they die just before the actual animation's finished. Whereas before the elite upgrade, it's like after the animation just a little bit. John sending some resources to his partner, Red, here. Hoping to get something out of him, but... well, he kind of needs to rebuild himself. It's not the best servant to these two right now. This just kind of feels like you want to get heavy strike mechs or something, but... Confed can't really do that. I guess their own troopers is really it, but I think factories are going up. John continuing to push here with just a handful of units. Next units are just too flimsy into this. If the tank just pumped out the assault mechs, it would be difficult. You'd have to go and get Night Mothers and bring them over. There's one here. Only the normal assault mech though. Okay, Ashman's burned out over here though. Where's the unit? Where's the army? It's got money, but... a lot of troops hidden in the fortress, actually. Why can't he, like, get this upgrade, though? It's driving me mad. It's, like, the most important upgrade for his unit. And as well, what's he missing? Self-regen. 15 health, 2 Jura armor. Regen for his troopers. Bad one to miss for rookies. I think just like repeater artillery crushes this really, I think. With the right upgrades. I think you'd really struggle to deal with that being split across two sides. It's a tricky army to break down. Once there's enough artillery out for that extra range. He's getting some damage out here. Mobile's just not really great against them. And their ground damage is not bad against other things. I get him some real good value out of these units. Push John back a bit. I need to build more turrets towards here. Stealing a cannon. Attacking Lucky Ashman. Still going into the eco here. A lot of strike mech, rookie strike mechs nonetheless. How's John's eco looking? He's looking kind of dry. Not a lot of carbon, not a lot of food. There's 21 workers, but 78 of that merchants is basically entirely Nova. And that would be fine if he had like a big army to support from his teammate. And he could just like lean into like Night Mothers and stuff, but here, I don't know, it's maybe a bit much. Can't really afford many troopers anymore. I'm gonna rebuild the workers. Lucky Ashman's just going around terrorising with these strike mechs. Looking for workers, but there's not really any workers to find. They're all... everything he's got left is just in the skies, working the cargo freighter occupation. And Ackley's in the eco now, being annoying. That's why people say, oh, why don't you go Nixu? It's like, why? This does fine. It's pretty good damage. And it's just faster, more annoying. tankier pretty much, I think. And then it beats quite a few different units as well, like trooper based. Assault mech just terrorise you. Few little skirmishes here and there, a lot of different raids, strike mechs everywhere. Ashman's still spamming these, but there's not really anything for him to kill. Still a little bit quiet over here. They've got some units to defend, but Ashman's just hiding in his fortress. The Mighty's getting some damage at the forward. Taking that turret down would be great for the Geos. I've got some turrets everywhere defending his base.
I bring darkness.
John's struggling. Looks like he's been buying food and carbon. Means his opponents can make use of that as well and get some extra Nova. Where he's got the upgrade, right? Yep. Not going to miss the opportunity to shame him if he doesn't have that upgrade. But he does. Few assault mechs here defending. Quite good against holding against the strike mechs and stuff, but times are tough. It's just a little bit quiet. Lucky Ashman might be just overcommitting too much with these strike mechs. Just these Magnas. That's one. I think it'd be better to just go back to normal push here, because I think once this army folds from John, he's really not got anything here. This is a really makeshift defense here at this front, which is protecting like their trade. Ashman's actually got a lot of army. 47 troopers, 30 max. Some assault mech shots though. Like, they're just not the best at 80 HP, you know? Should just go back to pushing. Reawaken the boys over here. Get some cannons out. Knock down these shield generators. And I imagine the attack's got lots of units just over the place, all over the place. 39 troopers, some army here. Here. He's trying to find a good spot, but don't make shooting at them. Only 45 health. Might struggle with that. Second assault mech coming over. They might kill one though. They've split up. A lot of damage. There we go. One assault mech goes down. And the Mounties from attack. You're running at the worst choke there. They've split up though. Sort of unravelled themselves there. But need to be getting on top of these. Let's put one in each. What Magnus, holy. Popping out here. The return of Red. Looks like Ashman moving his units here again. Maybe the push is back on. These Magnums could maybe just go and run into their economy. Might be good use of them. Because the Tax army seems very fragmented across different parts of the map. Ashwin's population's entirely troopers over here, really, after losing all those strike mechs. I think the Magnus win this. Not on patrol though. They're bugging out. Night Mother is sneaking over, up to no good. Maybe going to make their way to the trade. Which could be annoying for them, losing all that Nova income. And more Geo's getting good value. AC from the Ashman Trooper. Try and go for those troopers. Might get them the next shot. I don't know if he's timed it. Gonna miss. Is he? Yo. AC. Where's the shot? What's happening? He's moving his cannons. He must see them, and he must see his AC. He has to do it. Come on, Ashman. You have to do it. You still don't have your bloomin' command center upgrade. Shoot, shoot. Oh, there we go. Oh, perfect. John's rebuilt a little bit. 36 farmers, 18 carbon collectors. That's not too bad. Just to keep his trooper production, because he needs a handful of them here and there. He's getting into converting. These turrets are going to be their undoing here. If they switch sides, they're going to be very strong. They are being deleted. I don't know if he's got maybe Purge or not. He does have Purge, didn't even have to worry about that. But they're quite good at protecting the trade here against the Masters, because they're very good damage against them. It's just it's population efficient, you know, it costs you no pop to have a turret there. Oh, he got the conversion from okay, Ashman though. That's a bad one to lose. It's going to start peppering all these freighters. I might actually have to phone Lucky Ashman on WhatsApp to get him to delete this turret. And Ashman could get some. He's got these bounty hunters not joining in. Oh no. Oh. Killed half his troopers. His own AC. And Red's woken up here. A lot of MDs going to frontline for some of these troopers here, and they should push through all this now. Push them back. A lot of stuff getting converted. Being annoying here, getting the power core and then the production buildings and just making some troopers and stuff in the economy. Could even make a fighter or something as well. There's one. Some bombers or something. Be annoying. Maybe an attacker. Attacker would be good. Good DPS. I'm just converting more buildings here and there. And Lucky Ashman just struggling because he can't. Doesn't really get purged, right? Just got faith in the Force he could get. Make things harder to turn. I don't even know if that affects buildings though, because it does say units. Oh no. This should have been a total bounty hunter victory if they just kited. I think that amount could just kite in one tap. Ashman. No attack stance, you're AC. I think attacks just pinged that to him and he's probably telling him to do that right now. He's done more damage to Ashman than they have. It's a lot more. Could even put out interceptors. They're going to lose all their trade here, slowly but surely. Where do you think we are with the 16k, man? 16k. And then all that trade profit up to 71k Nova. Like he's on Nova subsidies, man. Doesn't have any food or carbon production barely. It's all Nova. I'm buying it. Still pushing through here a little bit. Not really many units to meet him. John broke again. Carbon. Still that same split, 35 to 18 really. So 2 to 1 farmer to carbon. Definitely has some income. Well, it's attacking Lucky Ashman. They're kind of just struggling to close things out. Thought they got into a really good position. Now, John's feeling content to just spam assault mechs, which could be bad for them. Because they seem to prefer quite small unit skirmishes. These assault mechs are just going to trade so well into them. John going to hold with very few units over here. Just a few troopers and some light mothers. A rogue assault mech. You could start pushing through the centre with these. Attack starts losing that production. He'll lose his ability to help Ashman. Ashman still doesn't have that upgrade from the command centre. Benefits all the units he's been building this game. Except this this enemy spy of an air cruiser. Just looking at the minimap, you see that swell of traders compared to the other side. I catched a lot of the carbon workers here for John. Looks like he's built some more though. I don't know, man. I feel like I've been imprisoned here in this game. Like, what's even happening? Some advanced fighters popping out. Captured air bases. Let me out. Guys are just chilling. I do feel that if I had this, I would be patrolling up here. I think that's what you should do. And then just, you know, like, I would just try and, like, push it 3 points, I think. Maybe not here, because Ashman's kinda, he's set up to defend, right? But definitely in the centre and over here against attack. Good chance these Magna Guards die to the assault mech friendly player. That would be a bad time. And pushing here, strike mechs, few MDs. I don't know what the exact math is on these, but these are not fully upgraded, right? So it's hard. I'm curious about how strong these Black Sun troopers actually are. I mean, I personally am not happy about them gunning Acklays down, so not my Acklays, man. I'll fight tooth and nail to make that unit the most broken thing imaginable. So my opponents have to listen to that noise as it runs at you and then dies, tormenting you. Not really much to stop them here. I think it's just a slow loss here for attack and Lucky Ashman. I kind of felt that way anyway, since as soon as you got 5 Holocrons, it doesn't really feel losable. You got 5 Holocrons and like a Master Civ. You're just a lot of options. And these units are so good against everything, and then great anti-building damage too. They carve a line through the 2 players. There we go, got a little push over here as well. I don't know what all the artillery is for, like, it's a waste of a population. Just change them to assault mechs, you know? Basically just pure assault mech at this point. Not a bad way to be. I'm looking around and it just seems dry. Ashman's lost like loads of workers to these. "20 kills on that fighter." And Red's getting in on the action here with these Magna Guards running in and raiding. I don't know if Attack and Ashman are just having a little bit of a team talk at the moment, but oh, there we go. There's something. What's in the transports? Is it Acklays? Oh. Big plays, landing his assault mechs on top of the enemy assault mechs. Don't think it's gone well though. We'd really preferred some grenade troopers or some Acklays or Mounties or something annoying to get on top of them in their minimum range, but there's just so many assault mechs at the end of the day as well. Even when they're hitting each other for friendly fire, they're gonna deal with the problem. It was a cute attempt, but at the end of the day, patrolling assault mech win. The 20 beams. Usually when Ashman does this, it's trooper recruits. Today it's repeaters, the way it should be. This is the whole point. All this extra DPS. It's killed an assault mech. Big. Huge damage. This Magma's running in, man. They're going for the spaceports. Berserker's gonna find some power cores, maybe. They have insane anti-building damage, but all this infrastructure attack built over here has been destroyed. And he's still getting pressed by this second army. First one just still pushing into the base over here. Even got follow-up from Red in the area. This one's trying the grenade troopers, but I think it's just kind of too late for them. At the end of the day, he's got 5 Holocrons. You gotta think about how impactful that is, because It's fine that you can have like infinite resources with your cargo freighters and stuff, but they cost you population. The holocrons do not. They're losing on every front now. No one's even saying we should have this. Some Geo's gonna get some good damage, but I mean, big anti-building. It's just carving a divide between Ashman and attack here. All these assault mechs. Well, if I really see a win condition for attacking Ashman, looking around. Ashman's down to 43 pop. He's done. He's just kind of hanging in there for attack's sake. Attack probably telling him not to quit. Attack certainly got money, but I just don't think he's got more of these transports. Is he gonna fly to the trade or something? He's gonna fly through turrets though. There's at least 3 turrets on the way. Buy AA mobiles. Buy more AA mobiles. Rip. Fine. They packed it in. We really don't have anything. I think that's it. That's all I can see from attack. Just a few troopers, A-mobile. Just flew a lot of population into these turrets down here. And even Red's got the heavy assault mechs out now as well. Big army. Extra damage from that upgrade plus 8. It's over. I can't sit here forever. Nor should you. Just watching terrible repeaters die. Lucky Ashman doesn't have anything. And there we go. GG. GG, well played to all involved. Quite a long game, very chaotic, got a bit dicey there for John until he got his 5 holocrons, and then I don't think I was ever really in doubt because it's so strong to have with a civ like that. You've got so many good options. And Red finally got an army there at the end. So he got back on his feet. Good army as well. Confederacy, lots of mechs there. But yeah, GG, well played. If you enjoy the content, please consider liking the video, subscribing to the channel if you want to see more. If you want to get involved in these types of games, we play them on voodblade.com. We're playing the Expanding Fronts mod, which you can find their server invite down below in the description field. You'll find one for our RM++. That's basically our community where we play the game online, like the multiplayer community. You find the Discord server invite for that down below. It's just for keeping track when people are on, organising games, etc. And if you want to support the channel in another way, maybe buy me a coffee, you can find PayPal donation link down below in the description field. And I'll see you guys in the next video, but I will just go for the achievements because I keep forgetting to do this, right? I just fear the copyright strike of the Qui-Gon funeral. But there. many Nova monies. The Holocron Nova. 100k Nova. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care. Bye bye.